Today I'm gonna solve Edexcel IGCSE O-level physics question papers. So this is January 2021 physics question paper 1. Question number 1, as we can see on the board. So this is the question regarding cosmology, and we have to fill in the blanks taking the words from the box given here. To solve that question, we need to have gross idea about the star and its formation. There are usually three types of star: low mass star, medium mass star, and high mass star. The question is about this formation of stars. So let us start reading the question. That is, hydrogen atoms in a nebula move towards each other due to the force of gravity. As the atoms move towards each other, their dash energy store increases, which increases the temperature. So here the words we have to take from the words given in the box. So chemical, kinetic, protostar, like there are 4 words in the box. So we have to choose one word. So in the first blank, that would be kinetic energy store increases. So the first blank, we have to use the word kinetic. So if we read the sentence after that, that is, if the temperature becomes high enough, nuclear fission of hydrogen will start and the star enters the dash stage of its evolution. So in second blank, we'll say that is main sequence stage of its evolution. So first one was kinetic, and the second blank here would be main sequence stage of its evolution. So we know in the lifetime of a star there are some stages like protostar, main sequence, red giant, super red giant, supernova, and the last stage, that is the death of a star, ends in black hole or neutron star, white dwarf, etc. Right? So if we read after that, so that is when hydrogen fission starts in the core of the star will start to dash. When hydrogen fission starts in the core of the star will start to contract. So in the third blank, we will put the word that is contract. When the first time the hydrogen fission starts in the core of the star, that time the core of the star will start to contract. Okay? This contraction of the core of the star actually increases the temperature in a layer surrounding to the core. Hydrogen fission restarts in a layer surrounding the core. This causes the star to expand. So here will be expand. This causes the star to expand and it's so we have to proceed on writing the first question, that is, so I need to erase the board, then I would like to write so, and its surface temperature decreases. So when the layer expands, the surface temperature decreases. Then the star is now a red supergiant. The star is now red supergiant. So need to talk about one thing, that is here the evolution of a star, and the mass of this star is much larger than the mass of the sun. So as you know, the sun, our sun is medium mass star, and here's we're talking about the star with mass higher than that of sun, so this is a high mass star definitely. So here we say the star is now red supergiant. So if the star were like sun, then it these stages were supposed to be red giant, not red supergiant. So this is mentionable in that case. So eventually, nuclear fusion, eventually nuclear fusion starts in the core of the star, and the star explodes, and the star explodes as a, this is the blank, supernova, right? Okay. So this is the last sentence of this passage, and this is the core of the star collapses to form either a dish, or a black hole, or a black hole. So as it is high mass star, we know the mass of this star is much more larger than that of sun. So this is a high mass star. So this star will collapse to form a neutron star. Or neutron star or black hole. Supermassive star is usually ending in a black hole. So ends of a star actually depends on the mass of that star. So this is all about the question number 1. So let's move on to the next question, that is question number 2. So I want to erase the board. So this is question number 2. To A, that is a speed camera, speed camera is positioned at the side of the road, So here one is picture, photograph of the speed camera is shown. So I'm drawing here. Here is one speed camera like this. So just I'm drawing here. This is the speed camera. So the drawing is not of that quality, but to make you understand the question, I have just drawn the photograph. So let's read the question. The camera measures the speed of a vehicle on the road to determine whether the vehicle is traveling too fast. Okay. The camera takes two photographs of the vehicle in the vehicle 0.25 seconds after. Okay. The photograph the photographs are used as to measure the distance traveled okay traveled by the vehicle during this time and one A1 that is state the formula okay linking average speed distance moved and time taken distance moved and time taken. So that is one mark question. So that is we have to state the formula only, right? So what's that? Average speed is equal to distance moved over time taken. So this is the average speed, right? We have to state, so we have to write the equation, and that is word equation. Next, A2, that is A1, then A2. In A2, that is we have to calculate, right? So the question is here in the time between the two photographs, the car travels distance, the car travels a distance of 6.5 meters. Okay, calculate the average speed of the car. So now we have to calculate average speed. That is, we know that is average speed. Average speed is equal to okay, time distance is given, that is 6.5. The car travels a distance of 6.5, okay, in the time between two photographs. So we know that the time taken to take two photographs is 0.25 seconds. So that is 0.25 seconds. This is meters. The distance between two photographs is 6.5 meter. The time taken to travel the distance is 0.25 seconds. So that is equal to so that is 6.5 over 2.25, so that is comes 26 meter per second. So this is our answer, 26 meter per second. So A2 is done, that is A3. A3. So I'm going to guys this part to write the question A3. To write the question A3. So this is A3. And here is the question about the speed limit. So in A3, that is the speed limit of the car. Speed limit of the road is 80 kilometer per hour, right? The speed limit of the road is 80 kilometer per hour. Determine whether the car is exceeding the speed limit. Exceeding the speed limit. So we got the speed of the vehicle was 26 meter per second, but here the speed limit of the road is given 80 kilometer per hour. So we have to compare the guide speed, that is 26 meter per second, with the speed limit of the road, that is 80 kilometer per hour. So to compare these two speeds, we need to have the same speed of both speeds. So we'd like to convert the 80 kilometer per hour in meter per second. So how to convert that is 80 kilometer per hour means 80 kilometer. So 80 times 1000 divided 1 hour. So 1 hour means 60 into 60, that is the second, right? So that is 80 kilometers converted into meter by multiplying 1000 and 1 hour, that is converted into seconds, like this. So what's the result? So we're getting the speed limit in meter per second. Let us see that. Right. So this is 80 times 1000 over 60, 3600. So okay. So that is 22.22 kilometer per second. This is the speed limit. But the vehicle was traveling at a speed of 26 meter per second, right? So that was obviously greater than 22.22 meter per second, right? So the car is exceeding the speed limit, right? So the car is exceeding the speed limit. So that is determined by calculation. We could determine the car was exceeding the speed limit because it was traveling the speed higher than the speed limit. So question number 2 is done. So question number B.